Welcome to Lux Innovator Leader Profile Series. I'm very excited to have Antonio Batistini from NEXTCHEM here. He's the Chief Technology and Innovation Officer and one of our esteemed clients in our Executive Partner Program. So I just want to say thank you. It's a privilege to serve your organization, and it's a joy to work with you, Antonio.
Thank you very much. It's my honor and pleasure to be here. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
How is Lux Research helping you and your organization with these changes and understanding emerging technologies and the work you're doing?
Well, I know Lux Research since many years because I've been using and working with Lux when I was in Dow Chemical. I was the one bringing it in 2010 or something like this. And I must say that during the course of this year, then I moved in Storens and I collaborated a lot with Lux, and then I brought it back into this reality when I joined. And I must say that Lux has been transforming as well over the course of time. And while at the beginning of my experience with Lux, you were merely an excellent database of information for different startups clustered around different market segments and opportunities. Now you are becoming more and more an active consultant and an interpreter also of the trends and the drivers and the different opportunities that are linked to more and more emerging numbers of startups around the world, which is a very difficult work now to do because there are so many that honestly you are not able physically to cover all of them like you were doing in the past. And the past is not 100 years ago, but it's only 10, 15 years ago. So it's a big challenge for Lux, but I saw your transformation is very effective, and I appreciate a lot your direct interaction with myself, with your dedicated people, and also to your expert. And now we're going to have a set of discussion around core thematics that are relevant to us, and you will help us identifying the new trends or spot the new emerging technology drivers into these into these arenas, as well as you are facilitating networking and with people along the value chains. So having a very useful discussion about how this technology could be integrated with and very important adopted early enough by other people with an off-taking or maybe with a supply agreement in an environment which is very different from what it was 15 years ago when I was in Dow Chemical. So is now you have all these emerging of energy transition requires adoption of new feedstocks and new off-takers, new qualifiers of new materials coming to the market. There is a lot of legislations and directives coming on, and I think you are trying to do an amazing job trying to bring all these elements together and facilitating that dialogue, which is, I think, of paramount importance to people like me and companies like mine, because otherwise you risk to get lost into fast changing and fast growing opportunities and value chains and players around the world. So it's really a great support that you are providing to.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I almost have a tear in my eye listening to you articulate the change that we have been going through, because it has been intentional, moving beyond our database capabilities and becoming a trusted advisor, particularly to chief technology officers in chemicals and energy, as well as some other industries. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. We use these interviews as educational materials for the clients of Lux who aren't at your level and aspiring to be a leader. What's one piece of advice you'd give someone who wants to have your job someday?
Well, to people that are in my succession list is to my only suggestion is to scapa. One is to be yourself all the time. So never give up your beliefs and listen to everybody. Be open to any criticism, suggestions, proposals, because at the end, nobody is born enlightened, and the truth is always in between. And actually, you should favor always a culture of constructive criticism. Very important, constructive,
Mhm.
not just criticize for the sake of criticizing, but constructively criticize is very important because at the end, the truth is always in between. So believe in what you're doing, never give up, but also be realistic and true. So be able to face the brutal truth all the time and realize when something can progress and should progress and try to overcome the hurdles, but also when it is the time to kill something that probably you demonstrated is not going to work. And killing
Right.
early is a success story as valuable, even more than procrastinating something forever that will never materialize, at least in the way you hypothesized. So that is always my suggestion. Be always honest, fair to your people, motivational, give the energy to overcome the bottoms of cycles that will always be in innovation, and think positive, but also be realistic and always be able to face brutal truths when they are evident. So you have to face it, not to escape it, and face it.